Oh my god, police car chase TV simulator. That's a nice mouthful. It was the second game I recently got from Red Deer Games. And this is actually the better of the two. I was expecting it to be the other way around, but my son and I, this kind of game, it is a kind of throwaway game, but it's a game that you could go back to and spend 3 or 4 minutes. It feels a bit like a mobile phone game, something you'd slap on for 2 minutes, play a couple of times, and then over the months, slowly build up enough money to unlock the things that you need to unlock in the game. It's basically a top-down, isometric kind of racer. And racer's quite the word, because the first car you unlock is this RV, like a Volkswagen RV, those old surfers kind of transportation. It's incredibly slow. So something has happened where you are trying to escape from the police. And you've got this top-down city. There are two arenas, but the city is a little easier because you can nip between buildings and dodge the police a little bit easier than the other arena, which is a desert, which is far, open, wide landscape. And it's incredibly difficult to dodge the police. It's incredibly difficult to dodge the police regardless of where you are. So it's a little bit easier in the city because the police basically just spawning you as in the beginning, spawn in a random location, and then the police spawn in random locations and then charge towards you. So in the kind of the default car that you start with, that Volkswagen RV type thing, there's no way you can dodge a police car coming in at you. It's just going, one, is going far too fast. Two, you can't turn fast enough. So your car has a health bar starting at 100, then whether or not you crash into other cars or a police car crashes into you, your health slowly goes down. And the police just keep coming. There might be 3 or 4 police cars spawned in. They will attack you. Sometimes they'll get caught on a building and blow up, and you don't get anything for defeating the police. You get pounds, actually dollars, because it's an American city. You get dollars for lasting as long as you can. So you just drive around the city, and if you last 1 minute, you might get, I'm just making these numbers up, you might get $100. But littered around the landscape as well, and this is spawning in as well, are pickups. And early on in the game, you might have like a $10 pickup. So bonus, it's like it looks like a gold coin. There are also auto repair shop locations, which when you drive over them, these will spawn in randomly as well. Your health will go up maybe 10 to 15% depending on the kind of level you're at. And that's it. I mean, you're just dodging the police, just grinding to get as much money as you can to unlock the next car, and then that next car will be a little bit faster, a little bit stronger, which will allow you then to last longer in that level and therefore get more money to upgrade to the next car. And it goes on and on and on. And we're about halfway through upgrading the cars. And I think it's the kind of game that, like I said, you play for 2 or 3 minutes each time. Eventually, over a couple of months, I think my son will end up getting all the cars. Particularly myself, I wouldn't. But if he's sitting there playing with it, we'll just pass the controller back and forth because it is one player. We'll just do one bit each until we get fed up of it. There are 20 cars to unlock, and grind, and there's nothing else to it. Maybe it will unlock. There's nothing I can see that it will unlock a new arena. It's that desert and city. It looks as if there could be potential for other arenas, but there's nothing there at this particular moment in time. It looks like it was a mobile phone game beforehand. After doing a quick bit of research, it wasn't. But it handles, it's smooth, it's fast. When police cars crash, you feel the impact. You drive, it's all one button, the left analog stick. You drive by pushing forward. And then the analog is quite responsive in that the way you turn and the angle you turn and how far you push the analog stick is a proper kind of analog acceleration as well, even though the game itself is slow so far because we don't have a fast car. We got a lot of grinding to go to get to the F1 kind of car that maybe has a chance of outrunning the police.
As I like to do when you're talking about games I have never heard of, I've put a wee video on YouTube there while you're talking, and I see what you mean about the slowness of the RV. It starts like crazy, but you mentioned there, you really feel like the impact of the police cars and stuff hitting. The video I'm watching, like the police cars basically just drive through the RV.
They drive through, explode, but maybe it's because of the HD rumble. It's that it feels rather hefty. It does give some weight to it. But you're right, sometimes the collision detection is not perfect, and the police car will go careening through you, take your health down, and won't take damage. And this is especially true when, as you last longer, the police rating, so your kind of most wanted level, goes up from 1 star at the beginning up to a maximum of 5. And then as soon as you hit more stars, they send bigger, faster, heavier kind of SWAT vans and stuff like that to come and get you. I'm waiting for the 5-star and hopefully some police helicopters. Not the greatest game in the world, as you imagine, but if you got 5 minutes to grind, it might be worth picking up for a little one. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give us a like if you've enjoyed our content. You can also check out our other great content on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and the N-E Café podcast from all good podcast providers. Just follow the links in the description below.